It started with a missing package. Nothing dramatic. Just one box, marked delivered. But it wasn't there. I checked the gate, the porch, even asked the security guy down the street. Nothing. And that's when I noticed something strange. My neighbor was watching me. Not casually. Not the normal, "Hey, what's going on? Look." No. He was standing by his window, still staring, like he already knew what I was looking for. At first, I brushed it off. Maybe I misplaced it. Maybe the delivery guy messed up. But then it happened again. And again. 3 packages. Gone. In less than 2 weeks. Now I wasn't confused anymore. I was being robbed. And every time a package went missing, my neighbor somehow appeared. Watering plants he never watered before. Sweeping a clean floor. Or just standing there, pretending not to look at me. That's when the pattern clicked. He wasn't just watching. He was waiting. So I decided to test something. I ordered a cheap item online. Nothing important. Just something small enough to risk. And this time, I didn't touch it. I left it outside. Exactly where the delivery guy dropped it. Then I waited. From inside, lights off, phone recording. Minutes passed. Nothing. Then suddenly, my neighbor's door creaked open. Slowly. Carefully. Like someone who had done this before. He stepped out, looked left, looked right, and walked straight to my package. No hesitation. No doubt. He picked it up, turned around, and disappeared inside. Just like that. And in that moment, everything changed. Because now I knew. It wasn't random. It wasn't a mistake. My neighbor was stealing from me. But what he didn't know was that I had just started planning something much bigger. Something he would never, ever forget. And trust me, what I put inside that next package. Yeah, it changed everything. I didn't confront him. Not yet. People like that deny everything. I needed proof, and a setup he wouldn't see coming. So I went quiet. No complaints. No weird looks. I even waved the next morning. He waved back. Calm. Fake. Like nothing happened. That's when it hit me. This wasn't his first time. So I started tracking him. Delivery times. Patterns. Behavior. 2:15 p.m. 3:40 p.m. 5:05 p.m. Different drivers. Same result. Within minutes, his door would open. Like clockwork. He had a system. Now so did I. I ordered another package. Plain brown box. Nothing flashy. Nothing suspicious. But inside, something very intentional. I spent hours thinking it through. What would make him open it immediately? What would make him regret it instantly? What would make him never touch my stuff again? Piece by piece. I built it. Carefully. Quietly. Testing it. Adjusting it. This wasn't random anymore. This was a message. When I finished, I sealed it tight. Shook it slightly. Normal. Just another package, waiting to be stolen. The next day, I got the notification. Delivered. My pulse jumped. I walked past it once, just to make sure everything looked right. Then I went inside. Lights off. Curtains cracked. Phone recording. Waiting. 1 minute. 3 minutes. 5. Then, creak. His door. Slow. Careful. He stepped out. Looked left. Looked right. Then froze. Just for a second. Like something fell off. I held my breath. Was he catching on? Was this over before it even started? But then, he stepped forward. Reached down. Picked it up. And this time he paused. Longer than usual. Staring at the box like it was different somehow. And in that moment, I realized something wasn't going according to plan. He didn't go inside immediately. That was new. Every other time, he grabbed the package and disappeared like a ghost. But now, he stood there, holding it, staring at it, turning it slightly in his hands. Like he was thinking. Like something wasn't right. My heart started pounding. Did he notice something? Was it the weight? The sound? Or was it just instinct finally kicking in? For a second, I thought he might drop it and walk away. And if he did, everything I planned gone. But then, he shrugged. A small, careless shrug. Like he convinced himself it was nothing. And just like that, he walked back inside. Door shut. Silence. I stayed frozen. Eyes locked on his door. Phone still recording. Waiting. 10 seconds. Nothing. 30 seconds. Still nothing. Then, a sound. Muffled at first. Like something falling. Then another. Louder. A crash. I leaned closer to the window. What was that? Another noise. This time sharper. Like something snapping. Then suddenly, a loud shout. What the? I couldn't help it. I smiled. Because I knew exactly what just happened. He opened it. But here's the thing. What I put inside wasn't dangerous. It wasn't illegal. But it was designed for one thing only. Maximum regret. Instantly. Another bang echoed from inside his apartment, followed by hurried footsteps. Then silence again. Heavy, uncomfortable silence. And just when I thought it was over, his door flew open. Violently. He stepped out, panicking, looking around like someone who had just made a huge mistake. And then, his eyes locked onto my window, right where I was standing. And in that moment, I realized something chilling. He knew, not just that the package was different, but that I had something to do with it. And the way he started walking toward my door? Yeah, this wasn't over. Not even close. The knock wasn't normal. It was loud, sharp, aggressive, the kind that makes your chest tighten. I stood still for a second, then walked to the door. Another knock. Harder. Open up. His voice. No more pretending now. I opened the door slowly. There he was, breathing fast, eyes wide, and on his shirt? Yeah, that came from the package. He pointed at me. What did you put in that box? I kept my face calm. What box? That pause that hit him. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I leaned slightly on the door. The one from my porch. Silence. Just 1 second. But it was enough. Because he said nothing. And in that moment, he realized it. He had exposed himself. His jaw tightened. You set me up, he said quietly. I didn't answer. Didn't need to. He started pacing, running his hand through his hair. Anger, mixed with panic now. You think this is funny? I finally spoke. I think you took something that wasn't yours. Another pause. Longer. He looked at me. Really looked this time. No smile. No act. Just truth. Then something shifted. His face changed. Less noise, more focus. You should have talked to me, he said. But it didn't sound friendly. It sounded like a warning. He stepped closer, lowered his voice. You don't know who you're dealing with. That line. Yeah, that one stuck. Not because it was loud, but because of how calm he said it. Then he turned, walked away, just like that. No shouting, no fight. And somehow, that felt worse. I stood there, door open thinking. Because this wasn't over. Not even close. And deep down, I knew something was about to happen. Something I didn't plan for. That night, I didn't sleep. Not really. Every small sound felt louder. Every shadow suspicious. Because his last words kept replaying in my head. You don't know who you're dealing with. At first, I thought it was just talk. Empty intimidation. But the next morning? I wasn't so sure. My door was slightly open. Not wide. Just enough. Enough to tell me something wasn't right. I was sure I locked it. Carefully. I stepped closer. Pushed it open. Everything looked normal. Nothing broken. Nothing missing. But then I saw it. A box. Sitting right in the middle of my living room. No label. No delivery mark. Just there. My heart dropped. Slowly, I walked toward it. Every instinct telling me to stop. But curiosity? Yeah, it wins. I crouched down. Stared at it for a few seconds. Then noticed something taped to the top. A note. 3 words. Open it. I froze. Because now, it wasn't a game anymore. This was personal. Very personal. I stood up immediately. Took a step back. Then another. No way I was touching that. Not after everything. I grabbed my phone. Started recording again. If he wanted to play, I'd make sure I had proof of everything. But before I could decide what to do next, a knock. Soft this time. Too soft. I turned toward the door slowly. And there he was. Standing outside again. Calm. Too calm. Like yesterday never happened. Like he didn't just break into my place. He gave a small smile. Then pointed past me. At the box. Go on, he said. Open it. I didn't move. Didn't speak. And that's when his smile faded. Just slightly. Now you get it, he added quietly. That feeling. That's how it's been every time I take something from you. Silence filled the room. Heavy. Thick. Because in that moment, everything flipped. This wasn't just revenge anymore. This was escalation. And the worst part? I still had no idea what was inside that box. And honestly, I wasn't sure I wanted to find out.